How's your mood?
Good, man. Obviously, it's good to win, but just happy with the progress we made down in or over in South Carolina, down in South Carolina. Just established some roles or got some more clarity and identity for our team. It was great to get Hans and Cameron back. I thought they really gave us a big lift. And then obviously, getting Donovan and Lindell off the ball right now and thinking to be in attack mode and Nick on the ball. And then we had some good production. Guys stepped up, Jacoby off the bench. And, it could be any guy in Terrence, Zoran, Jacoby in that spot, any night. So everybody's got to be ready. And so just had a morning workout, and that's a great thing about the holidays right now is a couple of days this week we can go twice where we can just kind of review offensively and then get back here in the afternoon and work on our defense.
What do you say to fans who say, okay, Iowa State basketball has now turned the corner?
I just say it's the same as it was 2 weeks ago from a standpoint that it's November, and we just want to get better each day. I'm a big 1-0 guy. I'm a big win-the-day guy, and that needs to be our thought process in the standpoint of it's great to have a full roster now. It's great to have more clarity on how we need to play, but now we gotta handle success the right way, and we gotta understand the great teams get better every day, each week, and into every month, December, January, February. And so we got a long, long way to go, but I think we have a blueprint to get there, and so we're excited about it.
Winning those 3 games is obviously what you guys wanted to do, but if you throw out the results and just look at what you guys did for each 40 minutes, I guess what did you see that improved, or
I thought the biggest thing is we've got to get better defensively. I mean, when you look statistically, when you look at the Ken Palm, when you look at the stats, that's where we really got to grow. And when we're good defensively, it really feeds good offense. So we've got to get better. We've got to be locked into our scouting report and our game plan. I thought we did a great job with that versus Boise, of being really dialed in. But everything from transition defense, ball screen defense, rebounding, being up the line, all those little things we've got to get better at. And that's what we got to do these next 2 weeks. Offensively, the best thing we did, we played the way we have to play, the way we as coaches want them to play, and that's with great tempo and great pace and good ball movement. And the times we struggled is we got stagnant and we started walking the ball up the floor, and we weren't in a lot of good actions. We got to really keep the ball moving and keep bodies moving. But we were up 16 against App. We were up 16 against Tulsa, 24 against Boise, and so we had great stretches. Now we got to sustain leads.
I know after the first 2 games you said you wanted to figure out ways to get Donovan going, and obviously that helped with Nick at the point. I mean, how much time did you spend trying to figure all that out, and then what did you think really went into Donovan's success there?
Well, just freeing him up to do what he needs to do for this team, and that's score the basketball and make shots and really get out in transition. We had been tinkering with all 3 guys and trying to see which one was going to be best, and now you got to get everybody to buy into what's best, and that's right now is what we think is best. And Nick did a great job of really getting people involved. His assist to turnover was terrific, but just frees Donovan up to get out and run, get stuff in transition, put him off the ball to get some action for him. Obviously, he had a great tournament, set our scoring record down there. Tournament's going on 11 years, and he's the all-time scorer in a 3-day span. And so that's, credit to him for responding down there.
What did you learn about Cam?
Well, the things we already knew, that he's got a chance to be a special player here. It's still a long process. He's got to get better defensively, stay out of foul trouble. But what he did, I think you saw, is we want our 5 men to run. I mean, they need to run, and they need to put pressure on the paint and the basket right away, and he can do that. He changes things defensively. He got a chance to be a very, very good player here. He's got to continue to work. He's got to get better defensive understanding, post defense, ball screen defense, and then continue to develop his offensive game. But I think we knew what we had, but now we got to continue to stay on him and continue to develop him. He's been really good for us.
You said that you're a big 1-0 guy. Is that this team's natural indication or inclination too, or is that a constant reminder and thing you as a staff have to moderate and leaders have to?
I think it needs to be. I think it needs to be a constant reminder, because I mean, when it's 3 a.m. in the morning and you get beat by Milwaukee and you're talking to your wife at the kitchen table, it's not a good feeling. And so, but just winning 3 games doesn't mean things are fixed either totally. It means we're making strides, and that's what we have to continue to do, is continue to get better. And you do that by focusing on, hey, we got to be good today, and we got to get ready, Iowa State ready, and then we'll be ready for Western Illinois on Saturday, and that should be our only focus. And then you reset the table, and that's going to be the biggest thing. It's got to be a constant reminder with these guys. We can't get too far ahead. Every game, we've got to be totally locked in, and get them better.
You talked about Cam, but as a whole, what do you make of your front court, and how do those pieces fit, especially if it doesn't seem like Hans hit a couple from the corner, one from the corner.
Yep.
Then none of those guys are, I guess, maybe natural floor stretchers. How do you balance that?
That's okay. To be honest, I've played both ways. I like being active and tough and athletic and duck people in up front. I enjoy that. I've got a comfort level with that. If it's that we're not our format, not making a bunch of threes, that's okay. Hans can do it. Solomon's, he'll take them too. Jeff, can make one. So there's guys can make one. You may just not do some of the things we did in the past.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We need to play with pace. We need to be physical. We need to be tough. I like playing the blue collar way, with those front court guys.
Can you do that? I mean, you talked about what you need your big men to do. It sounds like Cam's probably best suited to Solomon too, as we saw last year. But do you play one of them and go small and try to push fast, or do you play 2 of them and that'll, I think, make it easier to play that blue collar?
Yeah, I think we can play that way, and those guys will start playing some more together. But I think with Cam running, I think the biggest thing is predicated: are your wings running, or is your first big down there running? And I think with Solomon now having a mindset, knowing, hey, we've got Hans back, we've got Cam back, is that, hey, 3-4 minute spurts hard as I can go, I think will help. And so all those guys can run, and we've seen it, so I can't give them excuses. They better run, because that's the way we need to play.
Do you envision playing all those guys, or is the depth chart going to get trimmed eventually, do you think?
It's hard to play 10 guys the minutes they all want. I mean, you just look around at all the good teams for the majority of them. And so there's still some questions of guys who's going to kind of take that 7, 8, 9 spot, right now. And so that still has, work to do or time to kind of play that out. But obviously as the season goes, the rotational shorten. But, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, it helps us, with 2 home games, to get better, and get these guys some more practice experience, and hopefully it translates to a good game experience.
That's what I was going to ask was, I think the schedule's kind of weird if you play like the 25th and the 4th. How do you manage those 2 weeks? Is it good for a young team like this? Yeah,
I think it's good. I think this week is a little quicker than normal because today is great. We're off school, so today we'll go twice. We went this morning, now we'll come back, we'll watch tape. Tomorrow we got to take off again because of new time management rules. So we were going to be off Monday and Wednesday, and then we'll come back.
My school's not in?
Yeah. So, Thursday we'll get back out here, and we'll go in the morning. Then we'll have Thanksgiving at my house. Then Friday we can go twice, and then we play Saturday, and then Sunday we'll be off. And now it's, then they're back in school, and so it'll be a lot quicker than we think, And so, but I like it because we need to get better. We got to add some things offensively. We got to rep some things offensively, and then defensively, we've just got it. We got a lot of work to do.
Know anything about Western Illinois yet, or too early?
Nothing. I'll start dealing with them probably tomorrow sometime. I'll start watching tape, and then we'll start working on them Thursday and Friday.
Nick's been playing almost 40 minutes a game recently. When he's out, you mentioned keeping Donovan and Lindell off the ball. How does that work together, I guess, in the few minutes when he does come out?
Yeah, then Lindell will play the point. If Lindell and Nick were both out, then Donnie will play the point. But I'm not looking at Nick's minutes saying I'm going to play him 30, I'm going to play him 35. I just play who I think needs to be out there. And so if it ends up being 40, it ends up being 40. If it ends up being 34, it ends up being 34. And you only get about 35, 38 games, so he can play high minutes.
Is he easier to do